Hello friends, in this video we will be discussing about clonable interface. So clonable interface purpose is actually to create a clone of object. I repeat, clonable interface purpose or use is to create a clone of object. You know what is meant by clone? Duplicate, right? So exact thing. So here also we are trying to create whatever the data we have for a particular object, that data replicate exactly thing we are going to create to another object. So how we are going to do? We are going to discuss here with the programming example. Directly we'll shift into the programming example, and here uh, and and here now what I am you are able to see is there is a package, some package name India I have, and there is a class. This is main method class, and you can ignore this, and let me start typing the code. So very first I'm going to create a class student. Okay, so generally what we do in the class, attributes, methods, all these things we write, right? Let me create some attributes. id string name. These are the two attributes. And let me create one parameterized constructor, public. What is the constructor name? Student, right? So after that, this is what I have. Parameterized constructor I have written. Let me create id comma string name, and let me use this to set the attributes. This dot id equals to id, this dot name equals to name. Okay, so far what I have done, I have created a class with attributes id comma name, and I have created one parameterized constructor, right? Along with this, let me use toString method. You know what is the purpose of toString method? It will return the values to the object, right? So let me use that public string toString. ToString is the method, and within that what I am writing is return id equals to id plus name equals to name. So I am trying to return id and name. So far we have done this. We have just created a class, we have created attributes, and parameterized constructor is there, toString method is there. From here I will be shifting exactly to the topic clonable interface. Look here what I'm trying to do. Implements. You know what is the purpose of implements keyword? Implements keyword is used to implement any interface, right? Here we are trying to implement one interface. The interface name is clonable. What is the interface name? Clonable. So as you know that all the interfaces have abstract methods, in a similar way, clonable is also having one abstract method. Its name is clone. What is that? Clone. Okay, using the clone method, we are going to create a clone of object. Have a look now what I'm trying to. This is the syntax we need to write to create a clone. Protected, an object class is the return type we are using, and within that I'm going to just return super dot clone. That's it. Here we are going some error it is showing. Exactly what it is trying to tell is, here there is a chance of getting an exception. I mean to say, as you are trying to create a clone of object, there is a chance that the system will not support you to create a clone. At that time you will get an exception, and the exception we call it as clone not supported exception. So to handle that, what we have to do is, we have to write either this one in try catch block, or simply you write down like this. We can add throws clone not supported exception for handling the exception. Okay, that's it. Okay, now have a look again. A class which is implementing clonable interface, it is having attributes id name, it is having parameterized constructor, And in this we are having a toString method to return values to the object, and this is the abstract method for creating clone of object. For that, the abstract clone method which we are using from cloneable interface, we are writing just return super dot clone. This step is to handle the exception throws clone not supported exception. Okay, so now let me come to the main method. Main method is there. The class name is first. In this, let me create an object for the class student. I repeat, let me create an object for the class student. So what I am trying to do is student z equals to new student, and we have parameterized constructor here. We are supposed to give some value. Let me give the details of one student. Student ID is 123 and the student name is Charan. What is the student name? Charan. Right? So now Z is the object which is having the ID, associated ID 123, and the name is Charan. For this object, I am trying to create a clone. Have a look. Very first, what you need to do is create a duplicate object first of all. Okay. So now Z1 equals to, look here, Z1 equals to Z dot, what we have to write is Z dot clone. So we are trying to clone the whom? Z. Okay, clone the object Z. Here we are getting some error, right? So it's simple. We have to write the typecast here. Okay, we have to write what? Typecasting. And this is the object, Z is the object of student class, and here we have to write student, and still it is showing error, right? Simple. Yeah, the error or the thing what we got here to handle the exception, the same thing it is expecting. So, and here the thing you copy and paste here, and that error will be gone. Have a look, error is gone. Now I am trying to print what? Z. Look, I am trying to print what? Z. What is the output we have to get? ID equals to 123, name equals to Charan. Obviously, that is the output we have to get. Why? Because related to Z, what are the inputs you have provided? ID equals to 123, name equals to Charan. Right? ID and name we are getting. Now, instead of Z, let me print Z1 and check what is available in Z1. Z1 is the object, clonable object, cloned object, which is got cloned from Z. Let me see. And Z1 is the cloned object, and it is also printing ID equals to 123, name equals to Charan. Means exact the details of the object Z associated like ID 123 and name Charan has got cloned to Z1. So this is the way how to clone the object. Let us have a look to the entire program once again. In this program, what I have done is I have created a class something like student, which is implementing the cloneable interface, and it is having some attributes. As we have a class, we need to write some attributes, right? That's why we have written ID and name, and we have used a parameterized constructor for setting the values and toString method for returning the values. So clonable interface is being used here to clone the object. So clonable interface contains an abstract method clone. As you know, the class which is implementing the interface must use the abstract method of whom? The interface which is it is implementing. So look, the method name is clone. So this is how we need to write the syntax for cloning the object. Right? So, and this is the step we have written for handling the exception. If this exception occurs, this will be handled. And now after coming to the main method class, here also I have created an object for the student class, Z, where I have provided the values 123 and Charan. And one more reference object I have created, Z1. To this Z1 I am trying to clone Z by using the method, by calling the method clone. Z dot clone, right? Z dot clone. So what is this you have written? This is the step for typecasting. I have to use the class name. And look here, I am trying to print Z1, not Z, but still I will get all the details which will belonging to Z. This is about clonable interface. Hope you guys understood what clonable interface is.